Greetings all, this is Nick of the Extra Hairy Variety. We're back again for another core set 2019 draft. If you guys are keen to see my first draft, click up here. We drafted mono white, we absolutely crushed it. And let's do it and see what we get this time. Okay, a rare is a Cleansing Nova. Well, that would be, despite the fact it's white, very different to my last draft. What am I giving up? I like Ether Shield Artificer. If I can make the artifact stuff pay off. Some decent green commons. Boggart Brutes, good. Electrify's good. Cleansing Nova definitely has the highest amount of upside. Nothing else here inspires me. I'd love an Ether Shield Artificer and make that kind of thing work, but go Cleansing Nova. See if we can do some kind of control shenanigans. This is not a rare we want, even in constructed. What have we got? Rex Sage is interesting. This is a best of one, so I can't side it in against certain things. But it's a bad creature that you play anyway. Satyr Enchanter is the payoff card for green and white. Again, not interested in that. Cavalry Duelmaster is just a great white card. I might just take that because the rest of this pack is average. Dwindle is a decent removal spell. Like Rex Sage. I'll stick with the white card. Probably the safest bet at this stage. Switcheroo I have found very disappointing. We're not going mono white again, are we? I really like Skyscanner. I'll play it in any deck I have. I like Scholar of Stars. Again, we really need to be getting there on artifacts. We're seeing artifacts pay off. I mean, it's only the first few picks, so yeah. Let's take this first. It'll get played in just about any deck. I don't mind Leonin Vanguard. This is an average removal spell. Viashino Pyromancer is a great red card. Probably indicative that we should take it. Blue's going around the table, but nothing really inspiring. And I don't want Leonin Vanguard that badly. Let's take a red card, see if we can do red-white and just go aggro, stompy, stompy. Blanchwood Armor, definitely not for us. Just okay, uninspiring white cards. Mind you, as we found out in the last deck, okay, uninspiring white cards are perfectly fine. Take the Dwarven Priest. Works nicely in just about any deck. Another Viashino Pyromancer is nice. Nothing else here is crazy good. Wouldn't mind a Hide Blade if we went black, but yes. Now we get some Goblins. Or a Kitty Cat. I think I prefer the Goblins just a little bit more. The Kitty Cat just dies to way too many things. An Instigator. We might be heading towards the aggro deck and cutting Cleansing Nova. That's annoying. Don't want Active Treason. I don't think we're interested or in the market for a Stitcher Supplier. Walking Corpse. Yeah. A bunch of bad cards. Inspiring Charge might be what we want there. I don't know. I'll take a Tormenting Voice and not be too happy about it. Take a Sure Strike and not be too happy about it. I mean, we're taking average cards, but we're not passing anything bad. I'll take Sovereign's Bite. Or Nakayoga, that's great to see late. Okay. That indicates to me that red is relatively open. Oh, Gutter Snipe is just absolute gas if you can make it work. So is Siegebreaker Giant, and Electrify is a decent removal spell. This is a good pack. I don't want to do Arcades in draft. I don't think it can quite get there, but it's a cool card nonetheless. Decent and constructed. Colossal Majesty, not for us. Gutter Snipe. Gutter Snipe's not so great in the red-white deck, but it's not bad. Siegebreaker Giant is just crazy good. Electrify is a good removal spell. I'm tempted by that Gutter Snipe. I'm very tempted. What do we got? Sovereigns. We want to go with the dedicated burn deck. We can cut all these white cards. Which feels pretty bad, man. Tormenting Voice. Siegebreaker Giant is definitely a more powerful card. I'm going to go for the meme. I'm going to go for Gutter Snipe. This is bad. This Angel is incredible, as we discovered in the last draft. I mean, I already knew that anyway. I don't like passing another Viashino Pyromancer. I wish I could just snap all those up. But you don't pass the Angel. It's crazy good. Another Onake Ogre. Maybe a Sky Scanner rather than another Onake Ogre. I mean, this is better aggro, but it just dies to too many things. Revitalize is meh. We don't want it in this deck. I don't mind two Sky Scanners. Certainly like it better than Tuonake Ogres. Alright, this red is flying around the table. Let's take the shock. Goblin Instigator, yes. Pegasus Courser. Is there any chance at all we go mono red? We got some decent white cards. I think we probably want Pegasus Courser at this stage. The goblins are great, but Pegasus Courser just enables so much nonsense. Oh, heroic reinforcements. Okay. Yep, we're getting there. We're getting there on the red-white deck, which is terrifying because the red-white deck is just absolute gas. Well, this is a pack of nothing. I don't want to play a Field Creeper, so I'll probably cut it. I don't want any of this either, Tormenting Voice. What happened? We had all our red white cards a second ago. Take another bad burn spell. I don't think we're going to play it though. I think I'll Revitalize here. Everything just seemed to dry up all of a sudden. Take a okay 3-drop. I don't think we're playing 2 Lava Axes, but we got them if we want them. Crash Through is not terrible. What do we got in the last pack? Graveyard Marshal is a really decent black card. What do we get in black? 2 Sovereign's Bites. Yeah, we can't switch over to black as much as I want to. A 3rd Sky Scanner. We already have Hostile Minotaur, don't we? Yeah, it's a pretty average card, to be honest. I don't mind just slamming a whole heap of Sky Scanners and just churning. That's actually not a bad strategy. This is a good beater in the sky. We're passing a Star Crown Stag. That's a great card. Another Vioshino Pyromancer. I wish I didn't have to pass that. I mean, the upside with Exile in the Graveyards doesn't really matter. Oh, there's a removal spell. Do I need removal spells? Shock. Probably do, actually. As annoying as that is. I guess my better judgment. Take a beater. Electrify. There's another shock. Okay, I feel pretty good about that now. Okay, this is getting there. Alpine Moon, another shock. Yep, snap them off. 3 shocks. Ooh, Volcanic Dragon. Okay. Also Apex of Power. Would love to make that work, but that ain't happening. Vioshino Pyromancer, just push through damage. I like that card a lot. Take a Goblin Instigator over those dudes. We're going to go super low to the ground and just take a whole heap of 2-drops. Over a Havoc Devils. I mean, what am I passing? Goblins. Goblins are great. Hostile Minotaur over another Dwarf. Yeah, it's just a tad more aggressive. There's a Vioshino Pyromancer. Feel good about that. Mighty Leap. Probably cut it. Don't want a green splash. Don't want any of these. Take this for no apparent reason. Take this, but not going to play it. We definitely got the playables, that's for sure. Okay, let's just go through this. Cut. Just cards we probably don't want to think about. I might consider the Crash Through. Think about Gutter Snipe as well. Inspiring Charge with 1 Angel, that feels about right. Oh, we do have Heroic Reinforcements. Don't want 2 Lava Axes. Probably don't even want 1, to be honest. As good as it is, you can get really stung when you play that. So we got 9 cards to cut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But it's worth doing the 2 colours to play this. An Angel of Dawn. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to go 1 colour this time. As fun as that was last time. Okay, I think we're probably cutting Gutter Snipe, as decent as it is, and it's not terrible in this deck because of all these shocks and a Tormenting Voice, which we're not playing 2 of anyway. Yeah, everything else just smashes face. I don't even have to worry about trying to set stuff up. A Motivator for this big old stuff. Probably cut Lava Axe. No, we're not playing Cleansing Nova. We're just not doing it anymore. Don't mind having more copies for Constructed, though, so I'm not going to complain. Probably cut Inspiring Charge. Between Heroic Reinforcements and Angel of Dawn, we've got that kind of effect covered. Don't want Tormenting Voice in this kind of a deck. 3 cuts. 1 Hostile Minotaur, I think, is plenty. Dwarven Priest is great in the mirror. You're just a bad 3-drop. You won't make the cut in this case. Do we cut a Viashino Pyromancer? Honestly, I just like slamming them and over and over again. Sure Strike is actually decent in this deck, so I may even consider keeping it. I'm not going to cut the other hostile Minotaur. I just need some bigger chunk to go up the top there. But do I just want 2 of these Goblin Instigators? I don't mind it with these massive pump effects. I think I keep them. I think I just cut one of these guys. I really like that reach it gives me, though. Maybe I just cut a Sure Strike. This is a really good deck for Sure Strike, though. Goblin Motivator doesn't really do much. That has haste already. That has haste already. That gives a whole heap of haste stuff. It's really good with Angel of Dawn, actually. No, I should keep it for that reason. So I think I'm going to cut Goblin Instigators. I just like having these guys too much. I can just keep slamming them, burning my opponent out faster and faster and faster. That feels good. That feels really good. More red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As opposed to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that seems good. By the way, in case you guys are wondering there, you count the mana symbol. So that's 1 red, 2 red, 1 white, for example. And that's how you work out what kind of mix of lands you want. We have more red symbols than white, so 9 and 8 feels okay. It's not drastically different. Didn't pick up any fixing, did we? No, just the green fix. For all those green cards I drafted. Alright, excellent. This is our deck. Let's dive into round 1 and see what happens. The red-white deck is typically very degenerate in this format. It can just get off to insane starts and just stomp. Can actually consistently get turn 4 kills, which is just dumb in draft, but it does happen. Alright, what's our start look like? If we draw white cards, this is real bad. I'm actually going to mull it. I'm not taking that risk. That's a Sky Scanner, that's better. Onaka Ogre, yep, keep it all. Onaka Ogre is great with Pegasus Courser. If we can get to that white mana, I feel happy about that. Okay, seems good. My opponent's on life gain, that's kind of annoying with a deck this aggressive. This doesn't feel like it can go over the top quite as effectively as that last deck that we drafted. Burn you out for 2. Send that upstairs. Let's see what we can do. Opponent going to go aggro with that Child of Night. Militia Bugler. I wouldn't have mind having one of those with all these Viashino Pyromancers. Rustwing Falcon, we don't care about that. That's fine. I can't swing in though, which is kind of annoying. We got our white mana, which is nice. I think that means we just play this Pegasus Courser. Start flying over for some more damage. We can back that up with an Anarche Ogre, Cavalry Drillmaster. We're cooking now. Dig this. Might remove the Pegasus Courser. That's annoying, but I feel like we can potentially race. I mean, I'll just block it. Okay. You played your land, yeah? I mean, it's got Vigilance. It's a free swing. I may have made a mistake. I understand that logic there. Cavalry Drillmaster on Pegasus Courser. Gives us another blocker to block that Child of Night. Yeah, it feels alright. Or do we just play Onake Ogre and just start getting in even more points of damage? Thing is, if we play... I know we can still play... Oh, it's annoying. We play a 3-drop now. Next turn, we can play a 3-drop and a 2-drop. So from that point of view, I'm actually going to play this Onake Ogre. Yep, okay, sounds good. Give my dude flying. Power next turn. That seems alright, actually. Holding off on the Drillmaster, we can get more value out of it later. Opponent should seriously think about playing that fly now. Otherwise, I might just threaten to run away with this. Oh, that's scary. Do I just take 6? At the beginning of it, if you gain life this turn, create a 1/1 dude. Okay, that is a really nasty payoff. But I can kill the Child of Night here. Beginning of each end step. So they're not going to be able to do it the next turn. They'll definitely do it this turn. No, I think I can get more damage through. Might be risky. Might be risky. Angel of Dawn's good for next turn, I think. Let's just draw a card first. Yep, moving up one colour of each. What do we get? Volcanic Dragon. Okay, that might be a good one to play. Yeah, so what we do is we play the Cavalry Drawmaster. We put it on the Pegasus Courser, so it can kill the bat if they try and double block it. That feels good. Anarche Ogre gets to fly as well. There's no profitable blocks on the Anarche Ogre. Gladly trade that any day of the week. Are they just going to do that? Nope, this is one. Fair enough. They just bounce off each other. I mean, it's not a great deal of damage, but I do get to follow it up with an Angel of Dawn. Death Touch on that Menace dude. Alright. I'll now trade Child of Night with the Cavalry Drawmaster. Or Virgin of Pyromancer, doesn't matter which one. More than happy to do that now. Cool thing is, I can play an Angel of Dawn now. Do I want to kill that two-headed zombie? That's doing a lot of damage. I don't think so, is my answer to that. I want to kill this Child of Night, and for that reason, I'm not going to bother blocking the two-headed zombie. It puts me pretty low on life, which is scary. I don't want to go down too far on resources. I've got an Angel of Dawn coming. Ah, that's annoying. That gains my opponent some more life. I think that's a pretty nasty swing. That's a pretty nasty swing in my opponent's favour. We've got the heroic reinforcements. I think Angel of Dawn is better to play first, and then this also boosts the Angel of Dawn. I think that's the right thing to do here. Yep. We've got to get through. We have to connect. Got to send everything in, actually. Yeah, look, if I have to give up on tokens, that's okay. Yeah, they got vigilance. I've got to connect here. It doesn't mean they can trade with the Militia Bugler. I'll do it to this. Do it to that. Opponent has resources to spare. We got a lot of power in hand, though. So, you want to block those? Yep, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I said it before, I'll say it again. This Angel is dumb. It shouldn't be common. I'll gladly snap off as many of them during a draft as I possibly can. Because it's crazy. It's crazy that I can pull myself back that far with one card like that. At common. That kind of effect's usually like uncommon or rare, but... oh. Them's breaks. Still swinging with that Child of Night. I've got a free block on it. Pegasus Courser can just eat a Child of Night. I mean, they want their bats, I suppose. Now I really should block this thing. What's the best way to do that? Maybe I actually just give up on these guys. Yeah, I'm going to give up on both of those. Get some more use out of these big old flyers. Frustrating that is. I can make these guys really powerful. I can actually make one of my tokens fly as well. It's kind of interesting. Remorseful Cleric does absolutely nothing. It's just a good flyer. But I can't. I think my opponent's got this one. I think we're starting off this draft on the wrong foot, sadly. Opponent did well, though. consistently getting value out of Regal Bloodlord is very, very difficult to come back against. I think my opponent's done rather well here. If they have an Inspiring Charge, I'm dead no matter what I do, so I may as well just start blocking stuff. Wholesale. So I'll stick a Pegasus Courser in front of the Bloodlord. Stick Angel of Dawn in front of a Rustwing Falcon. Oh, they're going with the Grand Guys as well. Huh, okay. That's weird. Do they have enough aerial blockers for that? They do. That's so frustrating. They just stick everything in front of it. But I can't not play it. Yeah, these flies. That's sad. I can kill 3 of their flyers if I extend this through. Yeah. I mean, I can't not attack. I just can't not attack. I'm definitely dead if I just stay back. My opponent is just getting there. Alright, they didn't gang tackle it. Two-headed zombie. That pretty much kills me. I don't think I can effectively kill that. Yeah, play out our Sky Scanner. What have we got here? Mountain, Remorseful Cleric. They don't get to make another bat this turn. I've already fired off my Heroic Reinforcement and my Angel of Dawn. Those are the things I hope to be playing right before I win a game. Okay, that's just a bad card. They swing two-headed zombie. I'm actually just going to double chump with these guys here. Yeah. With my tokens. Because my tokens just aren't doing anything, but every flyer is crucial to my game plan right now. I'm not sure what I can draw here, but at the same time, I don't know what to do if I don't just keep swinging. What can I draw here? Dwarven Priest gives me 6 life. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do. I'm just barely hanging on here. I can't swing with these guys. Or that guy. No. They're just chipping away at my resources. And this is one of the issues with red-white. It doesn't really go long. Like mono-white, which just has great answers in the late game. That's fine. I'll take 2 damage off that. Okay, I need to do some creative blocking here. That's a good block there. That just bounces off each other. Down to 3. Didn't lose too many creatures there. Opponent has 2 flyers. Yeah, they just gained too much life. And they got another blocker. Everything's gone their way. Yeah, let's just shock a Rustwing Falcon. Swing in. It's not enough, but it will make me feel a little bit better. Give Volcanic Dragon flying, see what I care. Bang, 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 bang. Good game, opponent. Good game. You win. Alright, I'm not off to the best of starts this time. Alright, round 2. Unstable. Unstable. Good luck. Good luck indeed. Man, what's wrong with my colours? I have a Sky Scanner, so I think that makes this just okay. Hopefully I just draw a Plains though, and that's not an issue. Hey! Never didn't have it. Okay. 1 motivational goblin for me. And then I can haste in this Remorseful Cleric. I can fly over that. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Things are going my way much better in this game. Let's do that. Oops. No, 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 no. Not sacking at it. Okay. Do I Pegasus Courser or Sky Scanner here? Pegasus Courser does not have a lot of really good options. I've exploited this bug in Arena where these swords stay on. Which is funny. Oh, now that I have Onake Ogre, that makes me want Pegasus Courser a little bit more. I can haste in Onake Ogre for whatever that does. I can haste in Pegasus Courser as well. I can also haste in Skyscanner. I'm going to do one of those things. I got my mana for Heroic Reinforcements already. Yeah, let's just haste you in. Unless you've got a counter. You can counter that if you want. Opponent. It's annoying. These have both have activated abilities, so I have to not click on them at the wrong point. It's fine. Remorseful Cleric doing exactly what I wanted to do, just being an efficient beater. Anticipate. Yep. Take your time, opponent. Take your time. Hopefully they don't have Essence Scatter here. But what do they have for non-creature spells? I don't actually know. Naka Ego first. I actually just want to pressure them as hard as possible. I think they're holding up Essence Scatter here, which means this will just get through. Yeah, cool. Let's just swing with everything. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright. Getting there, getting there, getting there. If a deck wants to do it with Anticipate, I'll just do everything as fast as possible. Sure, let's just exile your graveyard for no reason. I may as well. Fizzle that. Next level plays. We have Essence Scatter mana up again. Look, I'm just going to play this and then Viashino Pyromancer. That's fine. Viashino Pyromancer. My opponent does not have Essence Scatter because they are not having automatic stops on my creatures resolving, so I think we're fine. Yep, 2 damage through. Opponent in a real amount of trouble here. Just been dirtling too much. Another wall is not going to help your opponent. Need something better than that. Let's just play this Onaka Ogre. Got another counter? Nope. That's cool. Give it haste. In the aggressive decks, the Goblin Motivator does work. Like, but deep in the tank. They have a bounce spell or something. Uncomfortable Chill. I think this is absolutely a turn to play Uncomfortable Chill if they've got it. Be crazy of them not to. Buys them another turn. Salty Roping. This might be the Salty Ropes. They're not looking at their cards or anything. Oh no, they're looking at stuff. Might have gone to go get a cup of coffee or something. I can dig that. Get their opponent. Totally lost. That's fine. You got a counter for it? Cool. Just give it haste. Man, my anti-totally lost tech just really came through there. Decent card, Totally Lost. It really does help with the tempo plan, but I don't know, I felt like my opponent's deck was more dedicated control. Board the Weatherlight, that's a fun white dig. Cleansing Nova should not be the picture on my deck, but it is. Yeah, and speaking of Cleansing Nova, like, that game showed that, hey, I don't think we want it in the deck, because just drawing that late in that game would have achieved absolutely nothing, would have been a dead draw. It would have been great against my last opponent, but they could have rebuilt. I don't know. And it would have been a great answer to that Regal Bloodlord. It's so situational. I think most of the time it's just going to be bad. This is a great hand. A fine looking hand if I do say so myself. You're going to give me something to shock? Remorseful Cleric into Cavalry Drillmaster seems fine to me. Over to me. Beautiful. Yep. I think we're off to the races here, ladies and gents. I hate how it stops because of that activated ability. A lifetime of keeping up appearances is not enough to earn an eternity of rest. Man, I love the flavour on some of these. That's good. I'm actually going to play Onake Ogre first. Yeah, let's do that. Do not envy my opponent here. I have a hand full of gas. What 2 mana removal spell is there in black? I don't actually know. Don't actually know. There's no... Oh. I don't know. Whatever. That's cool. I'll gladly shock that. Opponent is reading my card. That's alright, you do that. Do I play this first, though? Puts a lot of damage down. No, look, every card I play before that just gives it more and more power. Let's save the Viashino Pyromancer for late. It might give me that last bit of burn. Let's shock this now. Cavalry Drillmaster and the Narco Ogre. Narco Ogre? Yeah, I'll Narco Ogre. I'd rather they kill that than my Remorseful Cleric. As weird as that sounds, I actually prefer the slightly smaller creature in the air. It's definitely more likely to get me there in the long run. Okay, opponent, you need something pretty good here. I know, the red player always has the shock. I'm being that guy right now. Yeah, sure. We'll go for a Remorseful Cleric. Cool. Pop your graveyard. I mean, I don't know what the point of it is. It just makes me feel good, really. If I play this, everything trades. And then Dwarven Priest is a good backup because then I have more creatures. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Just wiping out my opponent's resources if they want to trade with that Anarcho Ogre, which they pretty much have to. Yes, they'd be dead if they blocked a token. Man, this format's really good for aggro. Like, just disgustingly good. I only need to get one more point of damage through. My opponent does not know that yet. Two-headed zombie does not save him here. Especially not with a shock in hand. I'm sorry, opponent. Again, the red player always has shock. I mean, that's my experience anyway. I don't know if you guys have noticed that while playing Arena. I do like getting all of those shocks. There are a lot of very, very shockable creatures in this format anyway. Quite lucky, actually, that my first 2 YouTube videos have both been aggro. It is the archetype that I much prefer. I've tried drafting control in the past. I tend not to balance out like win conditions and counter spells that well. Yeah, I want to draw more creatures, but it's a serviceable hand. If I do flood, I've got Volcanic Dragon. It's alright, I suppose. Don't mind the Viashino Pyromancer. That's annoying against my deck, but not the end of the world. They're going to have a Giant's Pride right now and make it a 3-3, just to spite me. Thankfully, I have a way of swinging through that, so that's okay. Okay, green-white, but they have a life gain payoff thing? Okay. Is it worth killing their mana dork? I think it probably is, to be honest. I imagine they're not going to block, and I've just televised the fact that I have a trick. I just want to get damage through. That's fine. Who knows? Maybe the thing they ramp into will be shockable. Some of the big creatures do have very small butts in this format, like a Rock's Oracle and all that kind of stuff. What you got next, opponent? Gonna swing with your 1-3? Yep. Opponent has nothing to ramp into currently. That's a good sign for us. We are currently on the way getting this Volcanic Dragon down. Yep, we will get it down on time. That's always good. Yeah. I'm televising the fact that I have Sure Strike. But. I think it's fine, to be honest. Yep. My opponent is under no illusions that I don't have it. I mean, they might think I have a shock, and they think I might intentionally 2-for-1 myself. I'm not going to do that. I do have the shock, but I'm not going to do that. Yep, get 3 or 4 damage, that's fine. I think in the long run we probably win this race with this Volcanic Dragon coming down. Although that Johnny's welcome is annoying. Okay, we can shock that. Let's just see if they play anything else first. Shock you. And it is possible that my opponent now thinks that that's what I was holding up that entire time. And maybe now they won't expect the Shore Strike. Possibly. Another Viashino Pyromancer. I'm more than happy with that. Yep, absolutely. So if they try and swing in with that Centaur Courser, I think I honestly just Shore Strike in response. Yep. It's gonna suck if my opponent plays a Gorklaw or something like that. A Colossal Dreadmaw. I don't know. I don't think big creatures are really a huge concern for me right now. Opponent's not gonna swing. Yeah, look, I'm not... I'll just take 4. Gives me 4 more damage on the crackback, and then I'm swinging for 8. Yeah. And then this basically turns into a burn spell at that point. Anything connects can... Okay, sure. Doing for 8, okay. Puts me down to 7. It's a slightly risky place to be in. Sky Scanner I do like. They're down to 6. Yeah. I'm just worried that they're doing another pump spell. That's why they use Titanic Growth there. And they're trying to do it again the next turn and kill me like that. Wouldn't be a bad strategy, honestly, given their resources they have on hand. So, I'm going to play around it. Yep, there is no way in hell I'm going to risk that. Yep. No question at all. That's... I mean, if I really need to do something again next turn. This might make my opponent a bit salty because they might think that I just drew the Shore Strike. Anything instant speed they can interact with me here with? I don't think there is. So I think I'm pretty safe just to do this. I'll block it. I'll block something else. They clearly have another Titanic Growth. That's what they're presenting right now. So I don't mind. Yep, make this lethal. You got an answer, opponent, or are you dead? You're dead. Okay. Bit scary there, but I think we used our resources and just outpaced our opponent quite nicely there. Alright, on 3 and 1 now. Vigilant Justice? Vigilant Justice? This does not feel good without a Sky Scanner. 1 Viashino Pyromancer, and I can't cast anything else. Let's mull it. Much better. Quite lucky, actually. My mulls have been pretty forgiving. This is good because I can haste it out on turn 2, if my opponent lets me. Fighting against Yaya Ballard. That's cool. Mono Green has no way of interacting with this. That makes me happy. I wonder if my opponent has built the Mono Green deck. Are we going to see Giganosaurus here? Go. Done. Also, we've got our land, so we're going to get Hostile Mentor on time. Drawn this Remorseful Cleric every single game so far. No, not Mono Green. Okay. It's good. This is good. Oh, and a shock to back it up. Feeling pretty good about where we're at right now. This is what the aggro decks can do. If you stumble, I mean, if my opponent kept a handful of 4-drops, they're probably not feeling great right now. Down to 12. That's close. My opponent is probably... Let me have a think about this. Do I offer trades? Do I 2-for-1 myself to kill that? I don't think I do. I go aggro. Go aggro. Yep. And swing with everything except for the motivator. Feels good. So... Oh. My opponent has opted to... Okay. Not to block there, which means they probably have an aura spell. I mean, I don't know what that really achieves. Yeah, okay, well they've got a few blockers now, but I can kill the Rustring Falcon. It still means I get the damage through. Yes. They don't have any way of interacting with this, which they probably don't with 1 green mana. Kill that, swing with everything, and they block my biggest things and die. Okay. Or I just swing with Remorseful Cleric. A safer bet. I'm not that kind of deck. I'm not that kind of deck builder. Okay, cool. Yeah. Green doesn't really have good instant speed interaction, apart from Titanic Growth for 2 mana, so usually pretty safe to do kind of stuff like that. And look, it's the kind of player I am. I usually prefer to swing if I have the option. Vibe Red. Good luck. Hope you have a sick mono red deck and we have an amazing aggro off here. I like 2 Sky Scanners. That makes me want to keep this. Any land gets me a draw engine. It's risky. I can't cast anything currently. But I'm in real good stead the second I draw a land. That's the opposite of a land. That's a very expensive card. Thankfully, my opponent's playing the lifelink deck, which means I probably have time. Didn't need it anyway. Didn't need it anyway. I'm going to just keep trying to hit those land drops. Sure Strike. Sure. Get it. James Pride, mate. That's annoying. I mean, I can probably go over the top of it. This trades really badly. Let's just swing. Yeah, it's not blocking anything. If we go land here, I'm feeling pretty good. That's a land. My opponent does not have to know that I almost mana screwed myself there. Alright, not feeling too bad now. If my opponent's not swinging with the Johnny Club, mate. Okay. Are we really going to try and race this deck? My opponent is not pressuring my life total all that bad. Yeah, let's do this. Do I hold up Sure Strike? Nah. Let's do this. Let's do this. Opponent, I'm giving you one big swing. Make the most of it. Keep a Johnny's Pride Mate back. It means they get to eat one of these, but it means I'm not taking 5. Vitalize, it's annoying. I'll take 6. I'm a big boy, I can take 6. Also, the vigilance on this is just dumb. So dumb. Do I double block that Daybreak Chaplain? Not for 1 point of health. No. I can crack back even harder. Oops. I think my opponent missequenced that. Or I can hostile Minotaur and keep up Sure Strike. I don't care. After this turn, I'm going to start chumping that Pride Mate. And that honestly feels absolutely fine to me. Let's attack with all of this. With Pyromancers or Sky Scanners is the question, though. I feel like I want to chump with those Pyromancers because those flyers are just constant damage. Yeah, and Pyromancers are being held up by that Daybreak Chaplain. You know, does make... Ooh, opponent! Okay, I've got to put this away quickly, is what my opponent just told me. That is the deal. Our opponent did not swing there? Yeah, let's do that. Just make it really hard for that Johnny's Primate to connect. Okay. A lot of life. Just all the life. Still get through with that. I'm no longer in a position where I can kill the Primate. It's just nothing realistic I can do about that. That's a good one. That's a good one, opponent. I mean, the Primate's just huge. That's just how it is. It's going to be huge forever. I mean, the Short Strike helps me get through the Vampire Sovereign. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. I'm actually going to swim with my flyers here. And if it means I have to lose a Sky Scanner because they block one each and I kill the Vampire Sovereign, I'm actually okay with that. I have Goblin tokens to chump that Primate. They might think I'm presenting a Trumpet Blast. I'm not. Just double checking. +3 first strike. Yep, beautiful. Let's get rid of that Sovereign. Whapam! I lose this Sky Scanner over here. That's okay. That's okay. Constantly pressure this life total. By the way, guys, I don't think I should bring in Lava Axe in case anyone's thinking that. I mean, it would be interesting on this board state, but if I draw Heroic Reinforcements, my opponent is in a lot of trouble. Opponent's still not swinging with the Primate. Good thing is I can just eat that. That's fine. This doesn't actually have life. No, it just drains when it gets played. Very handy that I have that. Okay. I can eliminate one blocker. Then they have 1, 2, 3, 4. Which means I can eliminate the flying blocker as well. So they're going 1, 2, 3, and 4. Which means 1, 2, 5, 6. Two, 5, 6. Oh, and I got this. Oh. The life link doesn't save him. We're doing this regardless. So let's just play this. So 1, 2, 3, 4 on the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hang on. So blocking 4 things on the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and they gain a life off the Daybreak Chaplain and their Vampire. Which means I'm attacking with these. Without question. And they're dead on the crackback. Not the crackback, you know what I mean, guys. They're dead in the air next turn if they can't do anything about this. I mean, they got this. Okay, they've got another turn. Fine. I mean, they can just Mighty Leap me with that Chinese Primate. I don't think they're playing Mighty Leap. Sure. That eliminates another blocker. I think we are very happy about that. Let's go Inspired Charge. Nope, nope, that's fine. Okay. That's very scary for my opponent. They just lost their lifelinker. So they're up to a virtual 9 health. So on the ground, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. I still can't swing out. I still can't do it. That's so frustrating. So this and this. Just got to be patient. Do I even bother playing this? Nah. I play it. I play it. It means my opponent pretty much has no options next turn. I'm only down to 6. That's pretty scary. But my opponent has to chain together like 6 top decks that are just absolute gas. Ah, they got their flyer. I still think they're dead if I swing out though. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's even just pump in a bit more damage. Flyer. Yep, they've got nothing to activate. I'm good. Okay, I'm good. Oh, we got there. Whoo! Good game, opponent. Good game. Nice grindy one. Got there in the end with aggro, though. Game 1 life. Not enough. We're good. That Johnny's Pride Mate is a terrifying creature. Very terrifying. If you just don't have a way to block it, you can just take over games. Thankfully, I've got the kind of deck that can deal with it. Ooh, rank up. One more win and I've broken even on my entry cost and I can draft again, which is what you want to aim for. Ridlix, good luck. Good luck indeed. Yep, it's not ideal, but Sky Scanners should power me to war, white spells, or red mana. If my opponent also has an aggro deck, this is not a good hand to keep against it, which they might do if they're playing white. That doesn't really line up that well, does it? Don't play a mountain. Okay. Again? I'm so sick of that card. Oh, there's my mountain. Cool. Beautiful. Let's play this now. Prevent this from swinging if they don't have a life gain payoff right now. Or if they have rather one instance of life gain, I can still hostile Minotaur and attack through it. I think I do want to think about getting these Sky Scanners down, but I don't have any mass pumps at the moment. Opponent. That is a horrible thing to chuck that on. I think I do the same thing again. Yeah, let's do the same thing again. Using a removal spell on Vision or Pyromancer is typically not great because it's already got the value from the ETB. Yeah, it's 2 mana to do 2 to your opponent, which is not a good rate. But it's not like you're removing a creature that, you know, only cares about attacking and defending. It really got its value the second it entered the battlefield. So I'm happy with that. This cannot swing through that. I'm going to play Sky Scanner here because I can double block that Pride Mate. And my opponent has very little in the way of interesting stuff to do. If they want to offer that trade, they are taking it. Oh wow, this has gone deep. No blocks. That's fine. I'm down to 9 already, that's not ideal. I can Sky Scanner and Pegasus Courser, or whatever else I draw. Let's do something big and scary. Another one? This blocks the dude in the sky, it also blocks just about everything else. Makes me want to play it. Yeah, you're not doing anything else of consequence. Pride Mate has been surprisingly annoying. Okay, next turn I can play out my hand. I don't know if it's enough. I'm kind of scared of these 2 massive engines. Do I have a clean answer to Herald of Faith? I don't have any Luminous Bonds, actually, now I think about it. This indicates to me they probably don't have anything good to do with this. They want me to go down on my flyers. Yeah, go down to 5. As much as it pains me to say. We do have top decks that can just wreck shop. Yeah. This has to trade with one of their big things. It actually feels like a... Yeah, early good game. Mute. I'm not going to make a big deal out of it, but I think saying GG early is actually incredibly rude. So, enough of that from my opponent. Yep, that pretty much puts it beyond contention. Yep, I can't block all of that. I scoop it up. Okay. 5 and 2, 5 and 2. Might not quite get there this time. Mind you, in the last round I was 3-2, wasn't I? Or 4-2 or something like that, so... could happen. Okay, Gravelord, good luck. Or Gravelordy. If that's how you choose to pronounce it. No, I'd like more colours, please. That's very aggressive. Okay, I dig that. Onake Ogre. I want it, yeah, I'll keep it. It's a bit scary if we don't draw more lands. Hopefully the opponent plays something into the shock. My fellow red player. Instigator. Better to have some creature out before Cavalry Drill Master. What you thinking about? Yeah. I mean, the land would have been way better there. Doesn't matter which one I do. Opponent going to shock in response. Doesn't feel like great value there. Bang, bang. Down to 16. Mind you, if I don't draw lands here, I'm pretty... Oh, that's okay, I've got a shock for that. Okay. I cannot risk that taking over the game, so we're going to shock that right now. Not even going to wait. I can play a Sky Scanner next turn to try and get to my land drops. Keep swinging in the air. That feels pretty good. Ooh. Swing with both. Happy with that. I can crack back harder than my opponent, so... like, I've been in that situation where you've got to fire this off prematurely, but I think my opponent made the right call there. I'm not going to worry about shocking any of these. Pegasus' Course is interesting here, but I just want to keep it churning through my deck, and they can't answer a flyer right now. Another one, that's okay. Keeps me gassing my way through this. Am I going to swing into these two guys if they don't swing out? Angel of Dawn, yep, sure. I will 2-for-1 myself against that Angel of Dawn. It's very tempting, actually. Yeah, I think I will. Should I just swing into this? In which case, I definitely lose my Cavalry Drill Master. He's done his job. Let's just do this. If they want to trade tokens for tokens or tokens for Cavalry Drill Master, it's not the end of the world. The key thing is I'm just running my opponent out of resources or just forcing them to take too much damage. They actually can't take this. Oh no, they just can. They'd be short 2 points of health. Fine. Do I... Sky Scanner... Definitely kill this, because it just blocks everything too profitably. And this can fly over for lethal? No, not quite. Can fly over for 3 damage, that's really annoying. I'm going to Sky Scanner. I just want to see as many cards as I can. Oh, Dwarven Priest is fantastic in this race. Very happy to see that. Yeah, I feel bad for my opponent, yeah, because they had Angel of Dawn and Heroic Reinforcements, but they didn't have any creatures to buff them up. Things just didn't sequence well for my opponent there, so... GG opponent, you did well with what you had. I've been in that situation myself. Okay, last round, here we go. Back to the old 6-2. Let's see if we can pull this off. Here we go, final round. Esteban, good luck. Good luck indeed. Yep. Sure. Spells and lands. Sky Scan to get more gas. Oh, are they down to 5? No, they just can't see those cards very well. It's alright. We're curving, that's always a good sign. Against the green deck again. Green-black. What does green-black do in this format? Don't know. Cool thing is as well, if they draw things that block both of these creatures, I can haste in the Sky Scanner as well. That feels good. I really like giving this haste as well because it's immediate 4 damage. Such a good rate. Oh, opponent is durdling. Opponent is on the durdle plan. I think because of that, I'm just going to pressure their life total as hard as I possibly can. Haste in another one. And I've got flyers for the late game, which is going to be very handy against green. They're already down to 10 on turn 3. Feeling pretty good. 4. Yep, that's right. We go into the forest and we hunt boars. Do I haste this in and swing with everything? I mean, they take 5. Yeah. I'm not blocking anything anyway, so they want to eat my resources. Om nom nom. Have a Viashino Pyromancer. That's fine by me. I still have a highly motivational goblin. Means I can swing in the air for 3 next turn. Get lethal in the air for next turn if they don't interact. Man, these red-white decks are just ridiculous in this format. And if you see it going around the table, you should take it any day of the week. That's fine. That trades really badly with all my creatures. I'm not on the back foot, so 2-headed zombie is not a scary thing for me right now. Instigator is handy because it blocks 2-headed zombie really well. I'm not interested in playing that right just this moment. Draw another card. Sure Strike gives me lethal. Oh, wow. Okay, sure. Swing with that and that. Jeez, turn 5 killed. Opponent, I am sorry. That is ridiculous. Cool. And we got there. 7 and 2. Deck performed really, really well. Again, like the last draft we did, this is really very much in my wheelhouse. I like playing aggro. It's good fun. Let's take a look at our prizes and wrap this video up. A bunch of stuff and a rare wild card. Probably the best thing you can get out of a pack. Gotta get those rare lands. Bunch of draft chaff and a Demon of Catastrophes. Interesting card. The Sack Outlet deck isn't really that powerful in the format right now. But yeah, not bad. Definitely worth thinking about building around this card. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Reddit. Please consider supporting my Patreon. Links for all of that down below. Thank you to all of my existing patrons. And in the meantime, I'll catch you in the next video.